INFJs possess a unique blend of traits that consistently sets them apart from the crowd. One of the most distinctive things about INFJs is their rare combination of empathy and insight. They can step into someone else's shoes almost instinctively, while also seeing patterns and deeper meanings others often miss. This makes them seem almost psychic in the way they understand people and situations. Their intuition isn't just emotional, but deeply analytical. INFJs can often predict outcomes or sense the true nature of people and events long before others do. This powerful intuition is driven by their dominant cognitive function, introverted intuition, which makes them highly future-oriented and adept at seeing the big picture. They don't just live in the moment. They're constantly examining what the moment means in the grander scheme. Emotionally, INFJs are like deep wells. Their emotional depth is immense, and it radiates a quiet intensity. People often find themselves opening up to INFJs without knowing why, drawn by a calm, understanding presence. They listen not only with their ears but with their hearts, taking in what is said and what is left unspoken. Because of this, people tend to feel seen and safe in their presence. It's not uncommon for INFJs to be told, "I've never told anyone that before," even by people they've just met. Creativity flows freely in INFJs, often expressed in writing, art, music, or unique problem-solving. They don't just replicate what already exists. They bring a fresh perspective, seeking to express truth and emotion in a way that resonates on a soul level. Their creativity isn't just about aesthetics. It's deeply tied to meaning and purpose, often aimed at making the world a better place. Their idealism fuels their creative visions and their drive to bring them into reality. While they are typically introverted and reserved, INFJs exude a quiet confidence that can be deeply compelling. They are not the loudest voice in the room, but often the most thought-provoking. When they speak, people listen, not because they demand attention, but because their words tend to carry weight. Their minds are rich with ideas, and they often express them with eloquence and clarity, especially in writing or one-on-one conversations. They also stand out due to their unwavering sense of purpose. INFJs are not content to drift through life without meaning. They are constantly in search of deeper significance in their actions, relationships, and experiences. This gives them a sense of direction that many find magnetic. People are drawn to their conviction, even if they don't always understand it. This internal compass gives INFJs resilience and motivation, especially in challenging times. Despite their softness and gentleness, INFJs are incredibly strong-willed. They will go to great lengths to defend the people and causes they care about. They have a quiet determination that is often underestimated. This makes them formidable when they set their minds to something, especially when it aligns with their values. Their moral compass is strong and often unshakable, which earns them deep respect, even from those who may not agree with them. A love for authenticity is another trait that makes INFJs stand out. They cannot stand shallow interactions or forced small talk. Instead, they crave real, meaningful conversations and connections. This means they often seek out and cultivate deep bonds with people who are genuine and open. Their relationships, though few, are rich and lasting. They are not interested in popularity for its own sake. They are interested in what's real. Their perfectionism also sets them apart, often driving them to high levels of achievement, especially in creative or humanitarian fields. They set high standards for themselves and are their own toughest critics. This can make them hard to please, but also ensures that whatever they produce is carefully thought out and filled with intention. Their attention to detail and desire for excellence often lead to outstanding results, even if they work behind the scenes. Although they may appear calm and collected on the outside, INFJs experience intense inner emotional and intellectual activity. They are constantly processing, reflecting, and analyzing, which gives them a depth that others can sense but rarely fully understand. This inner world is often where they recharge and make sense of the outer world. It's also where they generate the insights and understanding that seem so profound to others. Their dual nature, both idealistic and realistic, can make them uniquely grounded dreamers. They see what could be, but they're also aware of what is. This balance allows them to work patiently toward goals while maintaining their sense of hope and purpose. They often act as a bridge between vision and reality, bringing ideas to life through thoughtful planning and a strong sense of mission. INFJs are often described as old souls. They tend to have a wisdom that belies their years and a deep appreciation for the inner life. Many are drawn to philosophy, psychology, or spirituality, not for abstract interest, but for personal growth and the potential to help others heal and evolve. Their advice is often sought out because it comes from a place of both intellect and compassion. Because they often operate on a wavelength different from most, INFJs can sometimes feel like outsiders, even in groups they care about. Yet this very sense of otherness is part of what makes them so distinctive. They don't just follow trends, they follow their own inner vision, which often leads them to stand apart from the mainstream in both thought and appearance. Their uniqueness isn't forced, it's innate. Empathy, when combined with deep thinking, makes INFJs amazing at conflict resolution and emotional support. They can often articulate both sides of an issue and find common ground where others see division. This peacemaking quality makes them indispensable in both personal and professional settings. They're often the glue that holds people together, even if they don't see credit for it. In romantic relationships, INFJs stand out for their depth, loyalty, and intensity. They don't take love lightly and are capable of incredibly deep emotional bonds. They seek partners who challenge them intellectually and connect with them spiritually. When they love, they do so fully and with unwavering commitment. Their aesthetic sensibilities often set them apart as well. Whether in fashion, home decor, or creative work, INFJs have a unique style that feels both timeless and expressive. They are drawn to beauty that reflects inner values, authentic, soulful, and rich with meaning. They also tend to have a strong sense of social justice and fairness. Even if they're quiet, INFJs are not indifferent to the suffering or inequality in the world. They often work behind the scenes to support causes they believe in, using their strategic thinking and compassion to create real change without seeking the spotlight. INFJs can read between the lines like few others can. They notice subtle cues, body language, tone, shifts in energy, and can often sense what someone is feeling before that person even articulates it. This makes them exceptional friends, partners, therapists, and mentors.